You need to try and pick off the units as. Look at the shields on the mark. That's awesome.
Yo, what's up guys? It's Tasteless here with Artosis, and we're in game number 2 between White Raw over here in the upper right and seleCT in the bottom right here. The game, the first game we saw was pretty exciting, Artosis. We saw an interesting Warp Prism Rush, which I really liked. I mean, I might even steal that build, try to use that myself in the future, but seleCT really deflected it. He showed us that, in fact, a build like that, if you're very good with SCVs, you're not going to beat somebody as good as seleCT. That's really a build that White Raw used. That's going to be something you use low-level ladder games, something where you're trying to just get points, but not, I think, something you want to use in a major match.
Yeah, he just selected those SCVs so quick, and White Raw, man, he was just overpowered.
He was ready.
Yeah.
I mean, his name is seleCT, man.
Oh, yeah. He knows
when he grabbed those SCVs, that was...
I wonder how he got his name. Select off of, like, a Nintendo controller, or selecting units? I'm not really
that's
sure.
a good question.
I'm going to have to ask next time I see him.
Yeah, the IDs of people are always so interesting.
Yeah.
How did you get your ID, Artosis?
Tasteless. I knew I needed an original ID. I didn't have an ID like Tasteless where I'd see that taken at like email accounts and stuff like that. So I made Artosis.
You know, you're the only Artosis out there, man.
I actually...
Sometimes I sound...
Actually, back in like years after I made the ID, there was a German band called Artosis. But eventually they flopped. I am the only lasting Artosis Tasteless.
Oh my god. Wow, Artosis to me always sounds like a disease you'd get in the hip bones or something. Now it works.
Actually, I think there is a disease called like arthrosis or something.
Is there?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe.
Well, there's always that beer Stella Artois. Every time I see it, it makes me think of Artosis.
Yeah, actually, every time I see that beer,
in fact,
I think of that.
we have that shirt at thehandsomenerd.com.
Check out that shirt. That shirt's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I love it when artists sent that in. Alright, so in this game, it looks like White Raw is, in fact, not going to go for anything out of the ordinary. He's going to go for quick Nexus.
Nexus first. Good build on this map. Crevasse is just such long rush distances. If you just execute this build correctly, normally you'll hold against pretty much everything. Unless, of course, seleCT went proxy raxes, which he did not. Now, let's see what seleCT is doing. Just one barracks up. It looks like he's getting ready to just go ahead and make his own command center. Almost up to 400 minerals.
Yep, and here he goes now. Moseying on up there.
Of course,
this guy probably thinking to himself, I gotta build a command center. This
by
is
myself.
terrible.
A whole command center?
Jesus, man.
And he's already damaged, too, from a probe. He's like, can I not just get repaired? No, seriously. Can I not just get repaired before I build a whole command center for you?
Could you taken the guy that didn't have to go to the hospital?
seleCT running a sweatshop over there,
I know, man. He's brutal.
Well, wait a second. As he scouts what's going on, Tasteless, 3 more barracks thrown up. And,
whoa!
This may be very powerful. This may be able to actually kill White Raw. But it's a little bit late on adding those 3 racks, of course. He's saved up for a command center and then changed his mind. But it's nice that he's playing in this flexible manner.
Well, he's reacting, and that's what's so important to do. But, White Raw is going Nexus first. We've seen variations of Nexus first. Sometimes they get 1 gateway and get a robo. In this case, White Raw getting 2 gateways. But also, let's talk about the distance here. This is a huge map, Artosis.
It is a huge map.
And it's not even a straight line to your opponent's base. You actually have to
kill some
zigzag.
rocks.
Yeah,
if you want to go straight line. And look at that, he's already working on it. He wants to kill off those rocks and be able to actually attack immediately. Because there's 4 racks against quick expand, do expect to see SCVs. This is going to be pretty much all in, do or die for seleCT.
Yeah, absolutely, Artosis. This is well, he's going to have to commit. Now, at the same time, though, White Raw does know what's going on, at least with these Marines coming down here. He doesn't know it's 4 racks, he might assume 2.
And there we go, a little bit of an attack here, and White Raw doing a good job. Killing off a couple Marines so far. His 2 Stalkers doing some nice micro, killing off more and more Marines, damaging quite a few. And using that high ground and the range advantage to his advantage. And that's a lot of Marines killed. Sorry, he's killed like 4 Marines and damaged a couple. This is actually really
he's
nice
only
so
lost
far.
shields, too. I mean, that's pretty huge.
Now, these two Stalkers are being worth their weight in Stalker gold.
Wow, that's the best kind of gold.
That's even more rare than
We need
Nazi
to see
gold
more.
nowadays.
Yeah, we need to see more commercials for that. Investing your money into Stalker gold. But no, seriously, this is actually a perfect example of how strong Stalkers can actually be against Marines.
No, he's done a great job. I mean, he has one very damaged Stalker there.
But-
And here come the SCVs, Tasteless. Whiterod, though, has damaged everything so much right now. And I don't think he quite sees those SCVs, so here goes Select. 4 Stalkers are out, but he sees them go right past that pylon. And here we go, Tasteless. It's all going to come down to this micro. 19 Marines and 24 SCVs. Well, not 24 in here, but quite a few against just the 4 Stalkers of Whiterod.
A dozen in there. Yeah, this is Wargate's done now, so that's going to be 4 more. I think the angle here is pretty difficult for the Terran. The Terran may want to go for the cybernetic score and try to stop Stalkers, but at this point in time, there might be too many out here already, Artosis.
Look at that. Beautiful Stalker spread by Whiterod. The SCV's going up. The Marines as well, but the Marines, oh, he's microing back just so beautifully against these Marines, losing very few units and bringing his probes up at this last second. Whiterod, though, has a ton of probes because of his expansion, warping in another round of Stalkers, and it looks like Select is in a terrible amount of trouble. In fact, that's going to happen in game.
Basically it. I mean, remember, guys, he sent all those SCVs, so he's not going to get those to mine.
Yeah, 8 SCVs against 32 probes, 11 Marines against a ton of Stalkers.
2 expansions against 1. That's it.
GG.
Let's go on to game number 3 with Select against Whiterod.